we're standing. And where are we? And why are we here? We are here today in front of News Limited in Surrey Hills, Sydney, because we want to raise our concerns. There isn't an equal and fair discussion around our concerns. It's always very one-sided. And we're here today out the front of Mr Rupert Murdoch's empire, one of his offices in Sydney, to share with you many speakers that are here today to talk about the fact that we are blacklisted. Baby killers and terrorists. I know many of you people here today, and I know you're not baby killers, and I know you're not terrorists.
Right.
Especially in this climate, in this day and age. How can that report even be put out of a place like this? We are passionate, we are loving, and we are well-informed parents. We will not be stifled, and we will use our freedom of speech. And we have a very good relationship with the police, and we'll do everything legally. So I do ask, in that sense, please don't obstruct the doors, please don't abuse anyone coming out. No, I could not imagine for 1 second that anyone here would do that, but I do have to say it. Now, in the late 1900s, state-based welfare systems were introduced. In 1909, 1910, the new Commonwealth Parliament introduced the welfare system which superseded state-based welfare systems. A child endowment payment was made in 1941 to the second child, and in 1950 it was made to the first child. So this payment that the government of Australia is taking away from very well-informed and loving parents of Australia is unjust. I say, and I've said it in my open letter to Jane Hanson, and I put it out there yesterday. I spoke to Jane Hanson yesterday on the phone. Unfortunately, she hung up on me. I don't personally have any issues with Jane Hanson because I don't know her personally. So she can't personally have any issues with me because she doesn't know me personally. But she hung up with me. And I put a letter out there to her, and I expect a response. I'm happy to shout, Jane Hanson, I'm happy to shout you a lunch in McDonald's to the fanciest restaurant in Sydney. Claire Harvey, I'm happy to shout you a lunch from McDonald's to the fanciest restaurant in Sydney. So we can sit down and we can have a chat and get to know each other. And you can see that I am not a baby killer or a terrorist. Because I have 5-year-old twins and they're not vaccinated. But they're very healthy and happy children. I know many of you people here today have children and they're happy and healthy children. You guys are awesome because you are well informed and you go above and beyond what the media and what the government ask of you, or tell you, should I say. I am a very passionate man, and I am infuriated by the media blackout that we have from this place. We all are. That's why we're here on a Friday afternoon in 40-degree heat. We're here. I'm standing here in a suit because I am a professional person, and I want to put across that image that I'm not a nutcase and I'm not an idiot. I'm not a psycho. I'm a very well-informed person. I'm passionate, and I'll bring these things together, and I'll keep doing it. I will not quit. Now let me tell you what I've done in the last couple of weeks. Who I've emailed, the press release that I put out. Because I'd love to see if there's any journalists here from any mainstream or alternative news sites, please come out and please show yourselves, and please write a fair and just report, a non-biased report on the people that have attended here today and our cause. Channel 7, Channel 9, Jane Hanson, Claire Harvey, Child Magazines, Unconventional Economist, Australian Natural Health, wellbeing.com.au, Natural Health, Nature and Health, the Natural Health Society, Northern Star Echo, Fairfax, SBS, The Age, Sydney Morning Herald, Telegraph.co.uk, The Project, and many others. I've emailed the press release for this event to about 60 or 70 different mainstream and alternative news sources. I've done some interviews myself, and we will not be silenced. We will not be stifled. And that is the bottom line. The bottom line is, why did one of these journalists in here, I think it was Claire Harvey, right, called naturopaths, herbalists, osteopaths, quacks, quacks, quacks. I don't get that. I don't understand that, how that even can be published. But I had many plans today to stand here. I was going to burn a Daily Telegraph. I was going to tear one up. But you know what? I am bigger than that. I'm better than that. I will not go to that level because I am not that type of person. So, before I introduce any next speakers, I'm going to read a poem that has been written. Actually, yeah, I'm going to read a poem that was written. It's called It's My Choice. Murdoch Empire with pharmaceutical ties. We stand here today to highlight their lives. In the rain and the heat, we protest for freedom. A movement for change, our protest is not a season. We stand, we fight for what is just and true. We will not give up, but we will fight till we're blue. The media lies and he never hears our voice. But our voice is strong because we have no choice. Don't force us to do what is against our will. We will not quit. We will not stand still. Stand tall, I tell you, and never just sit. Because it's when things seem worst that you mustn't quit.
That's right.
First they silence us, then they ignore us. We are at the next stage. Then they fight, then we win. Something along those lines. But we are going through a progressional change. And people are looking at us, eyes are watching us, whether you believe it or not, whether there's 1,000 people here, 5,000 people, or 50 people here today. Eyes are watching us. They're watching our minds to see what we can do and where we will go. I will not give up. I will not quit. And I would love everyone here to stand with me.